Well, hey guys, and welcome back to Hope Harbor Zoo. Hope you guys are all excited for the last speed build of Season 2 of Hope Harbor Zoo. Now, I know you guys might be saying, where was Season 1? Well, technically, I'm going to count Hope Island Zoo in that, because that's really where we all kind of began. But anyways, we are about a year into our ZSU project, if that makes sense. And it's pretty incredible just to see how far we've come. A little bit over a year, to be quite honest. And we are celebrating, I guess, if you could call this celebrating, by building a red fox habitat. Now, if you guys are not aware of Hope Island Zoo, I suggest you guys go back and check out that series. It's on the channel. It's a really super cozy series. And yeah, it was just a really fun thing to put together. And I originally had some red foxes back in that zoo, and I'm gonna actually check out where these red foxes came from to begin with, because I got them back. So essentially, I kind of traded off the red foxes from before, and I got some new ones, which will be from, if I could just find this red fox, go through my little spreadsheet over here, and if I just do this, either way, yeah, we have them back, and they're going in Moosetown, Maine. So they are from Maple Park Zoo and Aquarium, so if I just do Maple Park, Maple Park, who made Maple Park? I feel so embarrassed about this. I really should have had this information. Arg Zoo Leopards. Okay, there we go. Args, I'm so freaking sorry. I should have had your name beforehand, and now that we're already a minute 40 into the video, I'm sure it's fine. Regardless, they are going in Moosetown, Maine, so this is our little native area section for native animals. So essentially what we're going to be teaching about over here with their exhibit is just how you can coexist with the native wildlife in your own backyard in Maine. Hope Harbor Zoo is based in Maine. It's one of my favorite states to have ever lived in, and it's one of my favorite states to begin with. It's super cool. In case if you guys have never been there, I suggest you guys go there. It's super beautiful, especially when you make it up to Acadia and stuff like that. Really awesome place to live. Regardless, we are making a nice little climb-proof fence, so you can see me doing that little bit of an overlap with these beautiful mesh pieces, just trying to make sure that our red foxes are not able to climb out of their habitat. And then we're going to do a little bit of a dry barrier, not really dry barrier, but kind of like a fenceless barrier, once we actually do get to the guest viewing over here. Now, right over there is my American woodcock aviary. I did not build for that on camera. That is probably new to the channel right there. I did get the American woodcock from my good friend Mocha. Another ZSU staff member, too. Always super awesome just to see new staff members get promoted over there and stuff. And it's just a super cool bird over there. So what I'm doing over here is just making sure that this follows a little bit of real life logic. Recently, I've been kind of accepting the fact that Hope Harbor Zoo is not really realistic, quote unquote. I'm sure it does have some realistic qualities, but I really can't be bothered to do full backstages, full interiors for this stuff. It really just isn't in the cards for me personally, and honestly, that is what Zoo Sarasota is for. So I'm going to be focusing on that going forward. But regardless, I still wanted this habitat to make a little bit of logic, a little bit of sense in the greater scheme of things. Wow. Okay, really can't talk anymore. I don't even know why I make videos anymore if I can't talk, but you know what? It's fun. Fun regardless. So I'm adding this little barrier over here, just like we did with the moose. You guys tell me what the plural for moose is, because I still forget. And then I actually use the gravel pieces from the safari pack as a way to create this nice little dynamic garden over here. I really wanted it to be super nice and bright, as a nice kind of a midway point in between the guests as well as the foxes. So that's just super awesome just to be able to have over there. No, I just really like that to begin with. It's a really, really nice exhibit when all is said and done. And I know you guys are probably tired of the red fox habitats. I know we had a lot of them back in Wildwood Zoo, and we had a few of them from before. I think we even had one in Tiergarten. Did we? Actually, no, they came after Tiergarten, so that's kind of weird. But I know we did have them in River Bend Discovery Center. That was a super fun habitat to build over there. And I did have them back in Foxborough when that was a thing, so I don't know. I'm just super happy to get these guys back in another zoo. Especially considering the fact that we did used to have these guys back way in the day of Yield ZSU. That was before international became a thing, so that was kind of crazy. I don't know. I always do like these little retrospectives. So we should probably talk about the future of ZSU going forward over here. So in case if you guys are unaware, we recently just had an auction, and I got a very big species. That's right, I got the giant Malaysian turtle. I'm kidding, of course. I did get that one, though, and I'm super excited for that one. It's going in our kind of like River's Edge area, where our tapir and binturong are. It's going to be a super fun exhibit with all those guys in there. Regardless, though, I'm super excited to announce that Hope Harbor Zoo did procure a male polar bear. His name is Kobe. Super awesome right over there. I can't wait to get into that habitat with all of you guys. However, we will have a tour before that, and then that habitat will kind of kick off Season 3 for Hope Harbor Zoo / Hope Island Zoo, the Hope series, I guess we can kind of call it. So that's going to be super fun to have over there. Also making this habitat nice and lush, because all the red fox habitats I've ever seen that have been like real habitats, they've always been super lush. They've always had a lot of foliage in there, so that's what I'm trying to emulate over there. Very much leaning into Maine Wildlife Park. If you guys have ever been there, again, Maine is just perfect. They have a really good zoo, and then a really bad zoo. I really don't suggest you guys go to the other ones. But Maine Wildlife Park is incredible, so I'm using them as a lot of inspiration over here. It's just a really nice overgrown red fox exhibit that is just so beautiful and so spacious for the animals. Really awesome to see that. Now moving on from there, I should also probably talk about that polar bear. Yes, so that's going to kick off Season 3. But I do have a little bit of things to clean up first and foremost. I do have a lot of like kind of big additions to Hope Harbor Zoo that I have not even really talked about just yet. So we'll be seeing those as time kind of goes on. The aquarium got a really, really huge improvement, and it has a lot of awesome new exhibits in there too, so that's going to be great. The South America house, it does have a new exhibit. It will be getting a rework in Season 3. I am not a big fan of it. It just doesn't scream leaf anymore. It just screams kind of like, here's a habitat, there's a habitat, there's a habitat. It just feels lazy. And I really want it to feel like it's a beautiful, beautiful passion project of mine, because it really is. I'm still probably going to keep the... I definitely am. What am I saying? I'm definitely going to keep the exterior from Wyatt. Really, really beautiful job. He actually just put out a video as of recording this today on his kind of like Sea Lion Cove, Northwest Passage area. Go check it out, please. It's incredible. But yeah, that's probably going to be one of the things I will be showing off too. And oh no. Well, working on, really. I don't know, I'm kind of losing it if you guys can't really tell right now. I don't know, I'm kind of tired. It's been a long week. But regardless, I'm super excited to see what we have for us in the future. I also have some trades lined up for some very cool species that we're going to be getting in here relatively soon, so that's going to be great to have. And one thing I definitely do want to focus on in the future of Hope Island Zoo, Hope Harbor Zoo, wow, sorry, is cleaning up the in-between areas so that it feels a lot more like a cohesive zoo. And we're not really just working on like certain sections and growing them out kind of like a bacteria. Like, I don't know if you guys can imagine like a petri dish, and if you put like a piece of bacteria in each corner and they all start to grow out. No, I want bacteria all over. I want to connect the bacteria. This is probably like the worst analogy ever. I'm so sorry if you're like easily disgusted, but it's kind of like how I'm feeling. So that's how I kind of want to go going forward. Just connect everything up and make sure that everything makes complete sense, because that makes sense to me. So that's really what I want to aim for in the future of Hope Harbor Zoo. And yeah, that's really it. I definitely do want to finish up Moosetown, Maine. Like, I want to wrap it up with a nice little bow on top, because it is one of my favorite sections. I love the scenery in here, and you could already tell, like, I do need to add the roofs back in. That's something that was deleted recently, accidentally. So I really got to finish up that and really get those to come back. But that is really it for our red fox habitat. Again, another super simple habitat that I hope you guys are still able to enjoy. I know that I've had many red fox speed builds on the channel so far, but they're always super fun to make. always such a really kinetic and awesome animal to build for. And I really do hope you guys enjoyed this little commentary and talking about what's going to happen in the future of Planet Zoo. I completely forgot to actually cut that part out, so that's funny. Whatever, I'll leave it in. You guys get to see my process. Get excited for that tour coming up relatively soon. It's going to be such a hassle getting all the modded animals back in there. Yeah, that's going to be super fun to do. Yeah, I'm totally not looking forward for that. But I'm looking forward to see how you guys are going to react to the tour as a whole. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you did enjoy it, you already know what to do. I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Take care and have the most wonderful of wonderful days. Goodbye now.